Welcome to this tutorial. Earlier in this exercise, we have already seen the basic process of importing a fabrication package from the modeling software. In this task, we will import the second sequence of J21008. To take a more thorough look at some of the common validation issues experienced when performing an import, and where possible, how they can be resolved. In the File dropdown, select Import to open the Import window. In the navigation tree, expand Production Control and select Power Fab Exchange. Click the Browse button in the File selection field to open a Windows Explorer dialog. Please check that the file type field is set to All Files to ensure we can see the zip file. Navigate to the Power Fab e-learning files folder. Module 4. Exercise 4.2. Task 4.2.6. And select the J21-008 Sequence 2 Fab file. And click Open to return to the import window. In this example, we will first run a test import to identify and resolve some of the issues prior to making the final import. Click the Test Import button, and when prompted, click Yes to open the Production Control Job Edit window. The job number field will be automatically populated with the project number from the model's project properties, in this case J21-008. As the production control job J21008 already exists, we do not need to make any changes. Click the Save button to open the Import dialog. The Import dialog appears when you are importing into an existing production control job and asks you to confirm the behavior of the import. The default option, Add and Replace, is recommended for most situations, as this will add any new items to the job, and where existing items have changed, attempt to revise them. We will take a closer look at importing revisions in the next exercise. Ensure Add and Replace is selected, and click OK to proceed. At this stage, we need to confirm the import type. It is possible to create different import types or templates to allow the mapping of additional information from the model, such as user-defined attributes, to an appropriate field in Power Fab Office. This is not covered in this course. When prompted, click Yes to use the standard PDC mappings. Next, we are presented with the Translate Shapes, Grades window. This appears when there are shapes and/or grades in the import file that either do not exist or are not recognized in the Power Fab Office Shapes, Grades and Sizes library. It allows you to create mappings between the modeling software and Power Fab Office, which can be saved for future imports to automatically correct mismatches. However, you can choose not to persist the mappings if preferred. In the first example, the grade A572 GR.50 has been specified for some plate items in the model. But this does not exist in Power Fab Office's Shapes, Grades and Sizes library. In this case, it is a naming mismatch, as A572-50 does exist without the GR. So we can simply map one to the other. In the display area, select Old Shape PL. In the new grade list, which displays all the grades that do exist for plate, select A572-50. Click the Set Shape, Grade button, and when prompted, click Yes to add A572 GR.50 as an abbreviation for the grade A572-50. This means that next time an import contains plate items with the grade A572 GR.50, it will automatically select grade A572-50. In the second example, the detailer has used the abbreviation PLT for some plate items. However, in Power Fab Office, plate is abbreviated to PL. As with the previous example, we can create a simple mapping. In the display area, select Old Shape PLT. In the new shape list, which displays all the shape designations that do exist in Power Fab Office, select PL and click the Set Shape Grade button. When prompted, click Yes to add PLT as an abbreviation for the shape PL. This means that next time an import contains items designated as PLT, it will automatically select shape PL. In the final example, the model contains some wide flange beams with the grade A36, which is not a valid grade in the Shapes, Grades, and Sizes library. In this scenario, you should check the material specifications to ensure the correct grade is applied. In the bottom right corner of the window, it displays the drawing and piece marks of the offending items. In some scenarios, it may be pertinent to cancel the import and apply the correct grade in the model before re-exporting the fabrication package. Alternatively, we can map A36 to the appropriate grade for this project. However, you should consider whether or not it should be persisted. Because on another project, W beams incorrectly specified as A36 may need to be mapped to a different grade. In the display area, select Old Shape W. In the new grade list, select A992 and click the Set Shape Grade button. When prompted, click No to add A36 as an abbreviation or alternative name for the grade A992. This means that next time an import contains wide flange beams with the grade A36, it will need to be remapped. Click the OK button to proceed with the import. If parts in the import have a paint specification that does not exist in the Production Control Finish Maintenance library, you are required to either select an existing finish from the list or create the new specification during the import. In this scenario, the finish in tumescent 60 mins is not recognized, so we will add it to the Finish Maintenance library. Click the OK button, and when prompted, click Yes to add the new finish. If the main piece of an assembly cannot be validated, the import will ask if you would like to ignore or accept the secondary or accessory parts. The best practice is to use the Always Ignore Accessories when the main piece fails option to prevent the assembly being created without its main member. Click the Always Ignore Accessories when the main piece fails button to open the Change Summary window. In this import, we are importing the second sequence of job J21-008. However, nothing in sequence 1 is being changed in this import. Therefore, the Change Summary window simply displays the list of assemblies being imported and their associated drawings. Click the Continue Test Only button to complete the import and open the Import Change Summary report. Once the import is completed, the Import Change Summary report will automatically open. The report summarizes the contents of the import and highlights any potential issues. The report is also automatically added to the document index of the production control job, so it can be rerun at any time. On the Import Change Summary report, click the Problems link in the Table of Contents area to jump to the Problems section of the report. In the Errors area, it identifies that the main part, the C2014, is an unrecognized size of round hollow section. As a result, the accessories part of the same assembly will be ignored, as we selected a few months ago. We will review how this is resolved joining the actual import. In the Warnings area, it identifies that there are multiple instances of the same part with conflict in length in the import. In this case, piece mark BR2001 has lengths of 17 foot 10 and 11/16 and 17 foot 10 3/4, ultimately a difference of 1/16. As per the report, the length of the shorter instance has been adjusted to match the longer instance. Close the Tekla PowerFab report viewer to return to the PowerFab office. Close the import window. Once the test import identifies the majority of import issues, it does not identify all of them. We will now run the actual import to identify any additional issues. In the File drop-down, select Import to open the import window. In the navigation tree, expand Production Control and select PowerFab Exchange. The previous file should still be selected, but if not, click the Browse button in the File selection field. And navigate to the PowerFab eLearning Files folder. Module 4. Exercise 4.2. Task 4.2.6. And select J21-008, Sequence 2, Fab file. And click Open to return to the import window. Click the Import button to open the Production Control Job Edit window. Click the Save button, and when prompted, ensure Add and Replace is selected. And click OK to proceed. When prompted, click Yes to use the standard PDC mappings. The Translate Shapes, Grades window will open again. But notice this time it only shows the wide flange grade mismatch, which was the only one we did not save for future imports. In the new grade list, select A992 and click the Set Shape, Grade button. When prompted, click No to add A36 as an abbreviation or alternative name for the grade A992. Click the OK button to open the Change Summary window. As with the test import, there are no changes to report, as we are simply importing the second sequence into the job. In the next exercise, we will review how the Change Summary window helps identify revisions to the existing production bill of materials. Click the Continue button to proceed with the import. As part of the import, PowerFab Office will check the drawing files and NC files in the fabrication package and identify if any files are missing. Where files are missing, you should check if they are required, and if so, export them manually. Occasionally, there will be an overlap of drawings being imported, especially when part and general arrangement drawings have been included in the export. As such, the import will identify any drawings that already exist. The best practice is to use the Overwrite All option to ensure the latest drawing is in place. When prompted, click the Overwrite All button to update any existing drawings. When prompted that drawing BR2008 is missing, click the OK button. When prompted that several NC files are missing, click the OK button. When the import has finished, the Import Change Summary report will open. On the Import Change Summary report, click the Problems link in the Table of Contents area to jump to the Problem section of the report. In the Material Additions area, it indicates that a new size of round hollow section, or HSSR, has been created. Because it did not previously exist in the Shapes, Grades, and Sizes library. It is very important that you review and make note of any new sizes added during the import, as these will need to be modified to ensure they have the correct properties, such as weight and dimensions. We will cover this once the import is complete. In the Warnings area, we can see a number of discrepancies. The first type of discrepancy that can occur is between instances of the same part on different assemblies. In this case, the width of piece mark P103 is 1/16 of an inch different between assembly C2006 and C1000. Most discrepancies are insignificant and can be ignored, but it is worth reviewing all warnings. The second type of discrepancy is between the part in the bill of materials and its NC file. In this case, the width of piece mark P195 is 1/16 of an inch different. Most discrepancies of the NC files are insignificant and can be ignored, but it is worth reviewing all warnings. Close the Tekla PowerFab report viewer to return to the PowerFab office. Close the import window. Having completed both the test import and the actual import, there were several changes made to the shapes, grades, and sizes library, which we will now take a moment to review. Firstly, and most importantly, we will review the new size of round hollow section that was created. In the Maintenance drop-down, select Shapes, Grades, Sizes to open the Shape Grade Size Maintenance window. In the navigation tree, expand Activated and select Yes. In the display area, select HSSR and click the Dimensions tab if not already selected. In the dimension list, scroll down and select 12 3/4 by 0.438. When a new size is added via the import, it is created without the weight and dimension properties. As such, if it is a genuine size that can be sourced, you must add the properties manually by clicking on the Edit Dimension button to open the dimension window. However, occasionally sizes that are not genuine may be specified in the modeling software, either because the engineer has specified an out-of-date product, or a size has been created parametrically, hence why it does not exist in PowerFab's Shapes, Grades, and Sizes library in the first place. In this scenario, you should remove the new size from the Shapes, Grades, and Sizes library and associate it with the most appropriate genuine size. In this example, the import has created a 12 3/4 by 7/16 round hollow section, which is not available on the market. Therefore, we will remove it and link it to the 12 3/4 by half size. Click the Delete Dimension button, and when prompted, click Yes to continue. Because the new size exists on the production control job, we must perform a force delete. Click the Force Delete button to open the Force Delete window. In the new dimension list, select 12 3/4 by 0.5 and click the Perform Force Delete button. When prompted, click Yes to confirm and return to the Shape, Grade, Size Maintenance window. In the dimension list, select 12 3/4 by 0.5 and click the Alternates tab. Notice how it has now added 12 3/4 by 0.438 as an alternative. This means that next time a 12 3/4 by 0.438 round hollow section is specified in the modeling software, it will be automatically mapped to 12 3/4 by 0.5 when it is imported into Tekla PowerFab. Finally, we will quickly review the translations we saved during the test import, in which we mapped the shape PLT to PL and the grade A572GR.50 to A572-50 for plate items. In the display area, select PL and click the Grades tab. In the grade list, select A572-50 and click the Abbreviations tab. Notice how it has now added A572GR.50 as an alternative. This means that next time a plate is specified with the grade A572GR.50 in the modeling software, it will be automatically mapped to A572.50 when it is imported into Tekla PowerFab. Click the Shape Abbreviations tab. Notice how it has now added PLT as an alternative. This means that next time a plate is specified as PLT in the modeling software, it will be automatically mapped to PL when it is imported into Tekla Power Fab. Close Shape, Grade, Size Maintenance window. Now you know how to import a fabrication package.